What a cool and refreshing game. The first thing that struck me was its atmosphere. It's immediate and prominent. Well, besides the charm of playing as a damn cat. I mean, come on. I'm not even a cat person and I bought it on day one. I can't even remember the last time I bought a game on day one. It's very atmospheric and moody. The music and the environment blended together to create an atmosphere you can just dive and melt into. I didn't look at any media, articles, or previews, so I had no idea what to expect. I found myself exploring around, following the intuitively crafted world and interacting with robots as the lore of the strange, futuristic world began to unravel bit by bit. I was pleasantly surprised by the dark and stark writing. Although everything seemed futuristic, all the dialogue kept pointing back to the past, to some unknown lost era of time. I enjoyed learning more and more, exploring and doing puzzles along the way. The contrast between the dark, depressing world and the cute, charming cat was fun the entire way through. Sometimes I couldn't help myself but let the cat play with toys or take naps. The fundamentally solid game design reminded me of Valve. I don't know if everyone will be old enough to remember Valve games. Much like some parts of Stray, Valve games might seem like something of a time in the distant past. There's no fluff. The mechanics are so straightforward and simple. The layout of the puzzles felt Valvian. That's a new term I just made up. Valvian. The puzzles were intuitive and fun to do. Some more straightforward, while others requiring you to wander around and explore until a path became clearer. I liked that. Nothing felt convoluted or overly complicated. Stray has such a wonderful sense of creative freedom and wonder. The feeling it gave me at times was so unique. A sense of wonderment, of being enthralled by the experience of this new world the artist created. The lore of the game touching on timeless sci-fi themes, like consciousness and the scale of time when mixed with technology. There were moments where I felt so bad for the robots. While it doesn't spell it out, there are things that led me to believe they aren't just empty binary coded machinery. Perhaps, much like B12, there was a breakthrough as humanity was near the brink of extinction, and more humans were able to transfer their consciousness to a robotic shell, while also unfortunately wiping their memory, leaving nothing but a fuzzy, vague memory of the past. All the robots seem lost. They seem like they're suffering from Alzheimer's, following human-like rituals and habits without knowing why, passing on myths and legends of the past. I really wish they had a bigger team to make this game bigger. The groundwork was all there. The world and story they started is so much bigger than the final product of Stray. A lot of the game felt like just a teaser, just a taste of a much grander and deeper story. You can feel the limitations of Stray. So many amazing sections felt like they were just merely a fraction of the full potential. Some teases of bigger things that never get fleshed out, or the game never returns to. I really began to feel the scale the devs were constrained to in the second half of the game. It felt like the game was building up to something bigger, something much bigger, taking all the previous threads to another level, but it never got there. The pacing of the second half made the game feel smaller than the world the first half was weaving. It made the game feel thin, like the game and the world the devs wanted to make was bigger than what was feasible to make with their resources. It just felt like they had amazing content, amazing lore and writing, phenomenal artwork, and really tight and solid game mechanics, but had to end the game and keep it short before all that could really flourish. The last chunk of the game felt anticlimactic, thin, and rushed. Fortunately, what was there, I really enjoyed. The environment work gave me inspirational energy I used to feel years ago when I had aspirations to be a concept artist. The ant village is so damn cool. The clashing of metal junk and waterfalls, of cement walls and trees, all blended together created such a cool place. You could feel the creativity of the artists in all the little details of each map. It is definitely worth playing if you're in the mood for something different, something more laid back. The game definitely has its highlights and some really cool experiences. I did not regret this purchase, and I still plan to get all the achievements. Hopefully with all the success they had, they can make another installment with more resources to fully build on top and grow what they created with Stray. It feels like there's so much more to this world and game yet to be developed.